Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the Oyster Bay East Norwich Central School District Board of Education meeting. If we can all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I would now like to turn over to Dr. Yanni for our superintendent's report, please.
Thank you, Ms. Castro-Giovanni, and good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Board of Education and our entire school district, I am very pleased to extend our warmest gratitude for your support for the 26-27 school budget. Your vote of confidence enables us to continue our vital mission of empowering all students to achieve excellence. This budget was crafted to ensure that the Oyster Bay East Norwich students are at the forefront of the education. We are proud to have developed a budget that strategically uses our resources to provide every student with the exceptional, enriching, and cutting-edge technology opportunities that every student in our school deserves. Your support made all this possible, and I cannot thank you enough for all that you do for our kids every day. Thank you so much. I also want to take this opportunity to congratulate the re-election of our board president, Ms. Castro-Giovanni. Your support is tremendous. And welcome back to the election of Todd Cronin. We've worked together in the past, and I look forward to work with you again for the next 4 years. And also Anne-Marie Longo on our election to the board again, to the Board of Education. I think together we can work to help our students achieve excellence and continue to move this district in a positive direction. Thank you so much. At this point, I'm going to pass the microphone to Giovanna Lisa for the student report.
Good evening, everyone. A lot of fun events have been taking place as we approach the end of the school year. In late May, Oyster Bay High School held its first ever Bay Cup, where students from each grade competed in fun games in order to win. Congratulations to the juniors who won, and thank you to all of our staff members who put so much effort into making such a memorable event. Furthermore, our academic awards night occurred. Congratulations to all of the students who won awards for all of their hard work throughout the year. Last week, the high school also held its Senior Awards Night, in which our seniors were presented with scholarships and awards for their hard work throughout high school. Congratulations to the seniors. We also held our Science Symposium Night, in which students presented the science research they have been working hard on all year. I commend all who participated and provided the community with their fascinating research. Finally, I would like to remind you all that this week is the last full week of school for students at Oyster Bay High School. Classes will end on June 16th, which is next Tuesday, and from that date until June 26th, finals and regions will be held. Thank you to all of our teachers holding review sessions, and congratulations to the students for another successful school year. As you may know, this is my last board meeting. I would like to thank Dr. Yanni and Ms. Argaman for entrusting me with this wonderful position, my fellow board members for being such wonderful, amazing people, my parents for coming to board meetings and supporting me throughout, and to all of you for your continued support at every last meeting. I will forever be grateful that I had the chance to play such an important role in my community. And as I graduate, I know the lessons I have learned sitting in this chair will follow along with me for the rest of my life. It has been such a pleasure to provide my student reports to the board and the community, and I hope I was able to bring joy through my updates. Again, thank you all from the bottom of my heart for this wonderful opportunity. I have cherished every moment. Have a great evening, everyone.
Giovanna, thank you so much for your report. And I think when you were saying that this week is going to be the last 2 weeks, the last week of school, some of the students were crying. I see them back there, so they're going to miss that. We were thrilled to welcome our incoming third grade families to Vernon for our second to third grade transition night. It was wonderful to see the parents, the students meet their probably future teachers, and to hear all the wonderful programs. And this is something that we've worked with the Board of Education to create that connection between the schools and show all the wonderful things that are coming up. So great job. I know Ms. Smith is over here, the principal, Dr. Morrow, and all the wonderful work they have done together with Ms. Small, our Theodore Roosevelt principal. Another wonderful day that we had was the Nassau County Games for physically challenged students. Students from districts across all Long Island participated in this year Nassau County Games for physically challenged students. The event was brought together for a fun, high-energy day of competition, teamwork, and connection. And it was very, very nice to see the students competing and to see our high school students working with the Vernon and the Theodore Roosevelt students. It was a wonderful event that we attended, and we saw the joy in the students' eyes. So great work on the entire special education department, athletic department, and all the students for participating. Thank you. Recognitions, and so this is always a wonderful time of the year. So I want to start with one student recognition with somebody that has been very special for the entire year, and I've known on for the past few years. So this year we were proud to have Giovanna Lisa serve as Oyster Bay East Norwich Student Board of Education representative. Throughout the year, Giovanna attended every board meeting, and sometimes there were late nights, and she never went home. And I'm sure that she did all her homework and everything, so I'm sure the days were very, very long, so we appreciate that very much. She attended with professionalism, preparation, and enthusiasm, serving as an outstanding voice for our students. Our thoughtful updates, insightful perspective, and genuine positivity helped strengthen the connection between our student body and the Board of Education. Beyond our academic excellence, leadership, Giovanna is known for her kindness, compassion, and commitment to making our school community a better place. We are grateful for your service, dedication, and the remarkable example that you set for all the students in this auditorium. They definitely have something to look up for. Giovanna, has been a pleasure to have you here at every board meeting. We wish you all the best at Marist, right? Marist University. We will miss you. Please come to visit us. You're always welcome. And I think you're the first student representative for the board, so you get the prize for that too. So we got you some flowers and an award. So. So at this point, it gives me great pleasure to invite to the podium Ms. Anastasia Smith for the first set of awards.
Good evening, everyone. I am proud tonight to celebrate one of our talented fourth grade students for her writing accomplishments, Miss Catherine Salo, for her outstanding achievements in writing this year. So earlier this year, Catherine was recognized in a poetry contest sponsored by Raynham Hall Museum. The contest invited students in grades 4 through 7 to compose an original poem about love or Valentine's Day in any poetic style. Catherine's creativity and expressive writing stood out among young writers across the region, and she placed first in the fourth grade category. Continuing her remarkable success, Catherine was also selected as a winner of this year's Kenneth F. Gambone Writing Contest, sponsored by the Long Island Language Arts Council, or LILAC. The contest recognizes outstanding young writers in grades 4, 7, and 10 across Long Island schools. Participants submitted 2 original pieces of writing, a timed on-demand response to the prompt, "Dream with your eyes open," and a self-selected piece showcasing their best work from their writing portfolio. Winners and their teachers were honored at LILAC's annual spring luncheon and workshop, celebrating creativity, originality, and excellence in student writing. Tonight, we congratulate Catherine on these outstanding achievements and commend the dedication, imagination, and passion for writing reflected in her work. Her accomplishments are a wonderful source of pride for our school community and an inspiration to our fellow student writers. I'd like to also congratulate Ms. Rispoli and Ms. Pelletieri, who worked with Catherine this year, on her outstanding accomplishments. Yeah. Catherine, if you can please come up with Ms. Rispoli and Ms. Pelletieri, too.
And now it gives me great pleasure to invite to the podium Erica G. Yopak, a director of music, art, performance, what else? All the things. All the things.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, that's perfect. Mr. Dolan, just the presentation when you can, please. So tonight we come together to celebrate all the remarkable achievements of our students in the arts. This is a night to recognize their creativity, their dedication, and the talent that have brought so much vibrancy to our school community. As educators, we could not be any more proud of the growth and accomplishment of these students. So let's kick things off with an accomplishment that we actually got as an entire district this year, thanks to all of these amazing kids and our amazing educators. We are one out of 25 schools in the entire state to get this endorsement. So we're really, really proud of that. This shows that we're going above and beyond in everything we're doing in our art department, and we're really, really proud of this. Moving on, we have Go Ape, which is for our AP art students. There's about 40 districts who participated in this, and we had 3 students who were selected from Oyster Bay. If they can please come to the stage, if they're here tonight, Riley Bear, Taylor Torres, and Julia Milosh. Julia's right there. And you can see their beautiful work as well on this slideshow. That's the work that got into the show. Okay, so we're going to move on to our all-county artists. This is the Art Guild of Long Island. We have students who submit from all over Long Island. This is a competitive gallery to get into, so there is a very rigid criteria for getting into this show. So we have the following students who were selected. I will call all of their names. If you can each please come to the stage. Riley Bear, Julia Milosh, Taylor Torres, Chloe Romano, and Adriana Tiberio. Congratulations. And that's their artwork behind you, each of those students I just called. The next we would like to give recognition to is our students who were all-county artists. This is K through 12. So we only have a couple selected from the district. So this is a really big honor. Francesco was there with me and Mr. Boris honoring these amazing students. It was a beautiful day. So we're going to start with our very youngest. And we have Madalena Maya, first grade. Come on up. And then we have Juliana Rella, grade 2. And you can see their work is in the order that I'm calling their names, so you can admire their art as well. In grade 2, Justin Granja, please. I don't know if he's here. Not here. Okay. Grade 4, Juliana Amatrudo. In grade 5, Mariella Altamirano. In 6th grade, Milana Issakarov. Moving on to our high school and middle school students. In 8th grade, Amelia Criscola. Also in 8th grade, Sydney Adams. And in 10th grade, Eden Yarechko. In 10th grade also, Catherine Moray. In 10th grade, Vienna Pastine. In 11th grade, Ana Luz Ferrer. In 11th grade, Christos Kokatos. Also in 11th grade, Genesis Hernandez Sanchez. And then our senior scholarship recipient for All County was Riley Bear. You got it. Genesis right here, yep. Okay, so this competition is really cool. We started doing it a few years ago. It's through the Herald, the newspaper, and the kids submit artwork that they then turn into recyclable newspaper that they make into a whole thing, and you use it to wrap your gifts with over the holiday season. And this year we had a couple of winners from the district. In 1st grade, Olivia Yu. And you could see the artwork right here. Hers has the beautiful wreaths on it. In 4th grade, William Campiglia. Also in 4th grade, Cecilia DeFato. And in 5th grade, Anjali Balager. And that's the whole spread of all their work that was put together in the newspaper. So you've probably heard me talk about the Audubon Society and this beautiful art project that the students do every year, where their artwork is submitted to a contest to actually be turned into weather-proofed signs that you see on our local beaches on the North Shore in an effort in conservationism and protecting our natural wildlife. So these are the winners of this year's Save the Shorebird Sign Contest. And as a fun scavenger hunt, try to find their signs at the beaches this summer. We have Juliana Amatrudo. Phoebe Bogjimas. Bugshiamas. She coached me on this one. Bugshiamas. Sorry, Phoebe. McKenna Brush. Cecilia DeFato. Jameson Harding. We have some repeaters that have to come back, right? Okay. Grace Hoch. Amelia Lamarca. Sadie Meyer. Tobias Rodriguez. Peyton Rossetier. Xander Snow. And Elena Verney. Congratulations. This is a new one this year. Actually, one of our parents brought this one to me who's a lawyer, and I thought this was super cool. This is the Bar Association Law Day poster contest, and we have a student who won this in our district with her amazing poster called Life with Justice. Out of 110 submissions, she won from all over Long Island, and this was celebrated at the Suffolk County Bar Association headquarters, which is located in Hop Hog. So congratulations to Anjali Bolgier. She's already up. It's beautiful. It's a really beautiful piece. So next up we have one of my favorites. That's the Long Island Media Arts Show. And we had 2 students who took top 4 in the Long Island Media Arts Show. That's all of Long Island. And we have Hannah Rudnett, who took for 2D abstract art, and Kate Melling for photography. Come, Hannah. Congratulations. This is their beautiful work. Hannah's is on top, and Kate's is on the bottom. Next up, we have what's called Long Island's Best Young Artists through the Heckscher Museum of Art. This is a very, very competitive one. Most kids don't even get their work into the show at all. And we did have one student this year who got her work in as Long Island's Best Young Artist, and that is Julia Milosh. Okay, now we're moving into media art and our broadcasting awards. This was a very exciting one for us this year because we actually took home not 1, but 2 first place titles out of 60 schools in all of Long Island and the city. And this one is extremely special because James wrote, directed, and produced this entire package by himself. It was incredible. Tune into Bay News now and watch this news package if you haven't. It's quite extraordinary. And this is a large group, so I'm going to call them up as a team for the sake of time. But the other category we took, which is one of the most important categories in Mr. Dolan, in my opinion, is the best broadcast. That's our news show. So out of 60 schools on Long Island, they thought our news show was the best. So I have to invite the entire Bay News Now team up here. You see your names up here. Amelia Fernandez, Eden Jurecko, Noah Kingsley, Brendan Ligotti, Chris Lopez, Madeline Matthews, Rosabella Memon, James Ortiz. I know, I'm reading them all, but they'll all get their certificates. Cameron, Ben, and Sienna, they do all the jobs in the newsroom: sound, lights, editing, graphics. So we're so proud of these kids. Yeah, Yes, Nancy actually just reminded me something very important. They actually hosted the entire event. James and Noah hosted the whole award show. Yes, they did. Chris, Noah, and Brendan. So proud of them. That was an exciting day. And this is just a shout out to our amazing art and media teachers right here on this slide. So for the third year in a row, we have been designated as one of the community's best school districts in music education. We're proud to hold that title for the third year standing. And this is a perfect transition to honor our all-county student musicians. This was a top year for us. We sent 10 more than last year. So maybe do like it in shifts. Yes, that's an awesome idea. We're gonna pause for an art picture. Be right back. One more round of applause for our amazing young artists from K through 12. Thank you, everybody. So as I said, next up, intermission is over, and now Act 2, music. So we have our amazing all-county student musicians. We are going to be calling them up in their division order from youngest to oldest. And here's their beautiful picture right here, starting with our youngest folks. So Division 1E for the viola is Zachary Pelios. And folks, as you see your name on the screen, oh, I'm sorry, you can't, just kidding. I was gonna say start coming up, but you know if you're an all-county musician, so get yourself ready. Emily Petrello, Division 1 East Clarinet. Division 1 East Trombone, Quinevere Cormier. Division 1 East Trombone, Zachary Broge. Division 1 East French Horn, Haley Kopaz. Division 1 East French Horn, Nicholas Bacallis. Division 1 East French Horn, Mariella Altamirano. Division 1 East Flute, Mackenzie Callie. 1 East Alto Saxophone, Andrew Terranova. 1 East Children's Voice, Vincent Vergata. One East, also Children's Voice, Anjali Bolger. 1 East Children's Voice, Henry Hodges. Division 2, Violin, Milena McCabe. Division 2, Jazz, Trombone, June Hux. Also Jazz Trombone, Juliana Rubian. And also Jazz Trombone, rocking the trombones, Ava Fishberger. And last in this division is Division II tenor saxophone, Sierra Murcott. For vocal soprano, our vocalist, we have Victoria Peltzer. And also for vocal soprano, Annalie Campiglia. All right, got Annalie. All right, moving on. Here's their lovely picture for our Division III violin, Liam Bryn. Division II tuba, Alex Carleas. Division III French horn, Lucille Kelly. Division IV French horn, Abigail Rudnett. Also Division IV French horn, Lila Kavanaugh. And also Division IV French horn, Liana Altamirano. Division IV trombone, Hudson Kelly. Division IV vocal alto, Sienna Stewart. Division V trombone, Ari Gupta. Division V French horn, Malika Mehta. Division V trombone, Sam Brenner. And also V trombone, William Nobel. Yes, Sam's on here. And for our vocalist, vocal alto, Mosey Bradley, Division V. And Emma Hampton, Division V vocal soprano. And this was an extremely special year because I've been here 4 years, and this is my first time we have had a all-state trombonist, Ari Gupta, so he's already up here, who went all the way to Rochester to represent us with the best musicians in the entire state, and Malika Mehta was a French horn alternate. And these are our amazing music teachers, and we even have some here tonight who will be adding those pictures for next year. I'm so proud of all of you, and I'm so grateful for all the parents for supporting the arts in your child's life. Thank you.
I have to give a round of applause to everybody that put the programs together, and all the names. They didn't miss a beat. They were all the same on time, and they didn't miss anybody. So this was wonderful. Thank you. So at this point, we have one more award, and I'm going to invite Dr. Contreras and Ms. Argument to the podium.
Good evening, everybody. It is my pleasure to recognize and celebrate the outstanding achievements of our students in the World Language Program. Tonight, we honor students who have earned recognition on the national Spanish and French exams, prestigious assessments that showcase excellence in world language study. Each year, thousands of students across the United States participate in these exams. The students we recognize tonight have demonstrated exceptional dedication, perseverance, and commitment to their language studies. We are incredibly proud of their accomplishments and grateful for the opportunity to celebrate their success this evening. For the award of honorable mention in the National Spanish Exam, we have Antonella Palacios, Kiara Altamirano, Liana Altamirano, Tate Bear, Manuel Bueso, Dean Sikovic, Cameron Corey, Lionel Escoto Soto, Christopher Ferrara, Gracie Joannin, Ella Kopaz, Joseph Kopaz, Ryan Obando, Georgina Placella, Michael Rich, Jeffrey Romero, and Jomari Vasquez. In the category of honorable mention in the National French Exam, we have Avery Gerard, Diana Lindstrom, Theodore Mitchell, Axel Petrara, Sabrina Rella, Hannah Rudnett, Ronan Timmons, and Mila Yerder. For the award of bronze on the National Spanish Exam, we have Dustin Nessis and William Noble. For the award in the bronze award on the National French Exam, we have Amelia Criscuola, Jake Hernandez, and Joshua Mahaffey. For the silver award on the National Spanish Exam, we have Dylan Blind, Ava Sikovic, Caitlin Diaz, Joseph Ferry, Julia Torres, and Shayla Torres Urbina. And for the silver award on the National French Exam, we have Emma Kim. Congratulations, everybody.
Okay, all the students and the parents, if you have a homework to do, you have study for the final, this is the time to do a quiet exit. How about that? Unless you want to stay for a presentation. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Okay, and at this point, I'd like to bring to the podium Ms. Givens for the technology presentation.
It's a really tough act to follow. I can't blame them. All right, I'm gonna get started. I just want to say thank you to Dr. Yanni, Ms. Rayner, of course, the Board of Education, for all of your support for the Computer Science and Technology Department, which allows our team to do some of the incredible work that you're going to hear about tonight. Tonight's technology update will briefly review some of the work we've done to move the district forward in support of the Board of Education goals for student achievement, finance and operations, and community. Starting with network upgrades. This year, we installed new servers for our security camera system. This allows us to store and maintain security footage across the district in alignment with industry standards and safety procedures. Additionally, with the support of funding from E-Rate, we are planning to add 2 additional firewalls for Vernon and Roosevelt, replace outdated UPS equipment, and update end-of-life switches at Vernon and the middle high school. Lastly, we are planning to add backup internet service at both Vernon and Roosevelt to support our disaster recovery plan in maintaining connectivity during any high school outages. In cybersecurity, we continue to implement the findings of our NIST gap analysis. We are focused on cybersecurity to create a safe environment for students and staff. We continue to provide cybersecurity training to all of our staff on an annual basis, as well as conducting regular phishing tests on all staff members that I know they love oh so much. With the support of our dedicated cybersecurity team at Nassau BOCES, we've been able to mitigate threats to our environment and ensure the safety and security of our network and student and staff data. With the completed rollout of our new staff laptops, as well as a migration to a cloud-based print release software, as well as a cloud-based phone system, we have been able to eliminate our dependence on our local Active Directory and move to a fully cloud-based system this year. Our new switches, as well as the new switches we plan to install, include additional network access controls, furthering our cybersecurity plan. In devices, the technology department continues to enhance our technology infrastructure across all schools, ensuring that they are equipped with the necessary hardware and software to support 21st century learning. I want to thank the community for passing the expenditure of the Technology Reserve, which allows us to continue to replace outdated equipment. This year, we will be able to move to a Chromebook replacement cycle of 3rd grade, 7th grade, and 10th grade. This will help to reduce device issues and repairs for students. This year, we installed 2 instructional display boards in the high school gymnasium, used for both instruction and athletic events. These boards have been invaluable to the physical education classes and have helped to support Oyster Bay athletics and high school events. Thanks to a generous donation by our PTA, we have been able to bring virtual reality to our elementary classrooms. We have also introduced new Lego for Education kits at Roosevelt and podcasting equipment at Vernon, all new ways for our students to showcase their learning. This year, we rolled out Chromebook insurance for families. This has been a great opportunity for families to have peace of mind for Chromebook repairs at a low annual cost. Next year, we will be transitioning to a partnership with Worth Avenue Group for insurance coverage. Families can sign up for insurance for the 26-27 school year using the link on our district website. In computer science and technology, our K-12 computer science program is fully aligned with the New York State Computer Science and Digital Fluency Standards. Using these standards, we focus our curriculum on 4 key components: digital literacy, which is the ability to use and understand technology and be able to navigate the digital world effectively; digital citizenship, the responsible, safe, and appropriate use of technology; coding, the designing, writing of computer programs and instructions; as well as robotics and engineering, which is the design, construction, and operation of robots and drones. This year, we are proud to share that we have earned the distinction of being named a Common Sense Education District. Through the Common Sense Media program, students develop digital citizenship skills to think critically and use technology responsibly to learn, create, and participate. Our dedicated computer science teachers work hard every day to provide our students with safe and innovative spaces to thrive as they harness the full potential of technology for learning and life. In our elementary schools, here in Oyster Bay, our students are exposed to digital literacy, digital citizenship, coding, and robotics and engineering all through their elementary and secondary years. With Ms. Diorio at Roosevelt and Mr. Harrison at Vernon, our students are getting the hands-on experience of working with computer science and technology. At Roosevelt, Ms. Diorio is teaching her students to use Book Creator to showcase their learning of online research and digital literacy. Through their work with Common Sense Media, our students are continuing to learn about their digital footprint and online safety. Our curriculum focuses on ensuring students develop a healthy balance of screen time while sparking student exploration. As our students continue to explore coding through Blockly, they've been able to code their Dash robots for the Dash Robot Dance Party, and our new Lego robotics kits have allowed students to build and program their own amusement park rides. They've learned how sound is created through vibrations. The students are overjoyed to see their code come to life and hear how their adjustments help to make their sound even louder. At Vernon, Mr. Harrison's classroom has taken on new shape as the students take to the sky with their new drones unit. This program has expanded this year into the new Vernon Athletic Complex. Students are not only learning how to fly and code their drones, they are exploring real-world applications and designing their own drone businesses. The students are having fun learning to be drone engineers. Thanks to a generous donation of the PTA, Mr. Harrison was able to bring a social-emotional learning unit into his classroom through the lens of gaming. Students learn to work in teams, to coach one another, to strategize, and to support each other as they navigate the world in Mario Kart. It was incredible to watch students practice healthy strategies for dealing with upset and working with peers to plan for what's next. At the high school, students have the opportunity to dive deeper into computer science and technology with Ms. Malharjan by taking advanced placement computer science courses. This year, students are studying AP Computer Science Principles, where they're learning the intricacies of networks, cybersecurity, programming, and algorithms. This course exposes students to new material and prepares them for college computer coursework. Our middle school students are learning computer science, engineering, and architecture. Continuing our partnership with Common Sense Media, students created simulated social media accounts to model best practices for safe and responsible online interactions. Ms. Malharjan and Mr. Hoja began partnering with our librarian, Mr. Weber, to help our 7th grade students bring their architectural designs to life with a unit on 3D printing. Students are learning to use AutoCAD to create and manipulate designs in the digital workplate in order to send to our 3D printers in the library. In the fall, our 8th graders learn to create simulations to integrate real-world applications using microbits. They've successfully created their own safety devices, integrating the microbit electronics in combination with different sensors and LEDs programmed with MakeCode. in instructional technology. As the world of technology continues to change rapidly, our elementary and secondary innovation specialists work hard to keep our teachers and students at the forefront. This year, Mr. Agostini and Mr. Perlman have worked with teachers to harness the power of AI and help bring our students' learning to the next level. They're going to share a little bit in this video.
In our classrooms, technology isn't where the learning begins. It's how students bring their ideas to life. Every lesson starts with collaboration. Teachers working together with our technology specialists to design meaningful learning experiences. Before students ever touch a device, they plan. They write, sketch, and brainstorm, individually and together, building the foundation for their work. Then, technology becomes the tool, helping students create, communicate, and bring their ideas to life. Finally, students share their work, learning to present, communicate, and take pride in what they've created. Learning comes first, and technology helps bring it to life, turning ideas into meaningful, real-world learning experiences.
In our elementary schools, the ever-talented Mr. Agostini works closely with teachers and students to bring innovative and collaborative projects to the classroom. He supports classes with hands-on, engaging activities that help to bring learning to life. Whether he's supporting our early readers in their iMovie read-alouds or taking our students on virtual reality field trips, the focus is always on making our technology use meaningful and enriching. Mr. Agostini is working with teachers and students to create transformative projects based on the learning they are doing on and off devices. As he said in his video, learning comes first and the technology helps bring it to life. This year, Mr. Perlman joined the instructional technology team and did not skip a beat, supporting our teachers in navigating new AI tools to help support their teaching, as well as how to safely and effectively incorporate its use into the classroom. Through his new Lunch and Learn series, he's been able to provide professional development for teachers in small groups to help bring their teaching to the next level. Mr. Agostini and Mr. Perlman work closely together to ensure that our instructional efforts are aligned across the district and are helping to prepare our students for what comes next. Communication. In alignment with the Board of Education community goals, we are continuing to implement new technology to enhance our communication with students, families, and community members. This year, we launched the Go Guardian Parent app, which helps parents stay connected to their child's digital learning experience on their school-issued Chromebooks. Not only does the app provide visibility into some of their child's online activity, it also offers additional controls for parents during out-of-school hours. This has been a valuable resource for our families. Lastly, the launch of our new district website has made information easily available for all. The new mobile-friendly site is clean, organized, and easy to read, and easy to navigate. Thank you to the entire administrative team for all of your hard work and support in launching this new site. I know I asked a lot of you throughout that process, and I am so proud of the product that we were able to create. Thank you again to the Board of Education for all of your support as we continue to move the district forward in technology and innovation.
Do any board members have any comments or questions?
Thank you for this presentation tonight. I wanted to say I especially like our new website, a clean, crisp look. I wanted to ask one question about the VR headsets. I saw some, I'm assuming in the elementary classroom. I'm just curious as to how they're used to enhance instruction.
So this year, some of our students took a virtual field trip into the Grand Canyon. They were learning about the Grand Canyon and different sites across America, so it was a really great opportunity for them to step foot inside the Grand Canyon without having to travel to Arizona. So they've been able to use things like that. At the high school, they also have different VR headsets that are a little more advanced, and they get to take virtual college tours. They get to do virtual simulations in the health and PE classes. They're seeing how different substances impact their bodies and what that would look and feel like. It's been a really, really cool equipment and software to bring into the classroom.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Anyone else? Thank you very much. It's very informative.
Tonight, I also want to welcome to our team several new teachers that I'm recommending to the board, and I know that they're here tonight with their families, so which is very nice to see them. So we have Elaine Patrikis. Elaine, she's going to be at Theodore Roosevelt teaching music, so welcome. This is a wonderful place. You're going to enjoy the students. They are adorable, and I spend a lot of time over there. Sometimes I run away out of my office to go there. My other teacher that is coming is Jamie Ryan. Jamie's here. Jamie is also going to be a special education teacher at Theodore Roosevelt, and you're going to love every second, so you're going to see me there a lot. So welcome. And we also have Megan Leahy. She's over here. Megan Leahy, she's going to be a special education teacher at Vernon. This is definitely a wonderful, wonderful district. You're going to see how the students will change your life every day. And I'm not going to say congratulations. I'm going to wait for the board to appoint you, and then we go from there. And that's the end of my report. Thank you, Ms. Castrogiovanni.
Thank you, Dr. Yanni. I'd like to move on now to the approval of the minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the meeting minutes as listed and attached below? Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. We'll now move on to public participation of agenda items. In keeping with the philosophy of open communication and informed decision-making, the Board of Education welcomes input from the community. However, it is important to note that while the Board of Education meets in public, it is not a meeting of the public. Respectful input and behavior by each member of the community is appropriate and expected at all times and should observe the following rules of the Board of Education meeting. The Board of Education will listen to comments and input from the public. Debate between members of the audience and/or the board members will not be permitted. The board will not address personnel or individual student matters in public. No person shall present orally or discuss at any Board of Education meeting charges or complaints against individual employees, directly or indirectly. The speaker shall identify themselves and confirm their residency in the district on the sign-in sheet. Anybody has not signed in for the agenda items, so we will move on. We'll now move on to the budget adoption. Resolved, the Board of Education certifies the tallies of the annual meeting as recorded by our district clerk dated May 19th of 2026. Do I have a motion? Do I have a second? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? The motion carries. We'll now move on to approval of instructional personnel items. Resolved upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education of the Oyster Bay East Norwich Central School District hereby approves the instructional personnel items as listed in their entirety. Do I have a motion? Do I have a second? Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations to our new teachers. We'll now move on to non-instructional personnel items. Resolved upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education of the Oyster Bay East Norwich Central School District hereby approves the non-instructional personnel items as listed in their entireties. Do I have a motion? Do I have a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. We'll now move on to the approval of special services resolutions. Resolved upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education of the Oyster Bay East Norwich Central School District hereby approves the special services resolutions as listed in their entirety. Do I have a motion? Do I have a second? Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. We'll now move on to the approval of new business resolutions. Resolved upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, the Board of Education of the Oyster Bay East Norwich Central School District hereby approves the new business resolutions as listed in their entirety. Do I have a motion? Do I have a second? Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. And I'd like to thank Mr. O'Connor for his donation to the district. We'll now move on to public participation of non-agenda items. Mr. Rob Brushka has signed in.
Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
I realize why I don't come to these board meetings too often, because those awards earlier were overwhelming. I realize I mean that in the most positive way. I realize how much time I wasted in high school, that what you guys do now is just incredible. On the 4th floor many years ago, there was a home ec department. I was impressed with myself by making blueberry muffins every 4th period or so. That doesn't really shine a light on what I was doing here 40 plus years ago. Mostly what I wanted to do is welcome Anne-Marie and Todd back to the board, and a little bit more than that, thank my dear friend Mary Ann for her tremendous service to this board and to the district. As I'm sure is the same for all the other board members, Mary Ann never had an agenda. She never had a focus on any one in particular person or any group of people or any particular issue. Her focus was on her constituency, your constituency, the district students and the district taxpayers. Mary Ann, we'll miss you tremendously, and I just wanted to thank you for all you've done, and hope you'll come back.
Thank you, Rob.
One other thing, I just also would like to take the time to, because I'm not here that often, I wanted to take the time to thank Dr. Yanni for his tremendous expertise over the many years that he has now been here. I remember 6, 7 years ago, I think it was right around COVID actually, John McAvoy, who was on the board, came across the hall from where our offices were in downtown Oyster Bay. He said to me, Rob, we just hired this guy. You're going to like him. And I said, okay, let me take it easy. Let me see what this guy's all about. And a couple of nights later, we all met up. It was during COVID. We're all in masks at Planting Fields Arboretum outside in the courtyard. And there comes Dr. Yanni, and I like him. So thank you for your service. And I just want to reiterate the obvious, but I think you deserve it, is that, and forgive me for the notes, during the time that the Oyster Bay East Norwich community has seen your diligent work in partnership with a very talented district staff and a very talented Board of Ed, it's resulted in increased graduation rates, student test scores, and district ratings, expanded student academic and extracurricular options, as has been obvious tonight and always, and a continued focus on accountability to and from the student and non-student community. As much, I thank you for your personal integrity in every bit of it. Although many times I recognize that criticisms and less than positive comments have to be absorbed as part of one's job, whatever that job is. Over many months of this school year, much of what has been directed at Dr. Yanni has, in my strong opinion, crossed the line. Mostly unfair and irresponsible claims and characterizations, and much of it, unfortunately, behind the very, very weak veil of anonymous social media posts. Dr. Yanni, notwithstanding any of that, I am confident that I speak for most in this community in looking forward to your leadership here for many more years to come. Thank you. Keep at it. Marianne, thank you very much. Thanks to the board. Have a good summer.
Thank you, Rob. Rob, I will tell you, in my free time, it is my job to go after anonymous posting. I am completely against it, and I will do everything I can to stop it.
I'd also like to say thank you, Mr. Brushka. We agree completely with your sentiments about Trustee and Vice President Ms. Santos and Dr. Yanni. So thank you so much for coming in and communicating the positive feelings that many, many people in this community have.
Those are two of the easiest things I've done all day.
Thank you. And Ms. Santos will be missed out here on the Board of Education. I would now like to have a motion made to convene into executive session to discuss the employment of a particular individual. Do I have a motion? Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone, for attending tonight.